This question has been the most challenging question in SAT test. Can you solve it? The question says, find the value of x given that 5 to the power of x times 25 to the power of x is equal to 30. Well, our first step will be for us to simplify the left-hand side. So we have 5 to the power of x times 25 is a perfect squared, which means it can be written as 5 squared. Now we raise 25, which is 5 squared, to the power of x. And this is equal to 30. Very good. Now let's apply the property of indices here. The property that says when I have a to the power of m or raised to the power of n, just as we have here, this can be written as a, which is the base, to the power of m times n. That means the powers multiply. So we have 5 to the power of x times, now writing this in this form, we have 5 to the power of 2 times x, that will be 2x. Good. And this is equal to 30. Now 30 can be broken down into 2 times 3 times 5. That is the prime factorization of 30. Good. Now let's apply the property of indices once more. The property that says that when I have, for example, a to the power of m times a to the power of n, this can be written as a to the power of m plus n. Very good. That means this expression on the left can be written as 5 to the power of x plus 2x. Good. And this is equal to 2 times 3 times 5. Now simplifying further, we have 5 to the power of x plus 2x, that is 3x, and this is equal to 2 times 3 times 5. Very good. Now let's take the log of both sides. So I have the log of the left hand side, which is 5 to the power of 3x. This is equal to the log of the right hand side, which is 2 times 3 times 5. Good. Now let's apply the property of logarithm here. The property that says when I have the log of a to the power of m, just as we have here, this is equal to m times the log of a. Very good. That means this expression can be written as 3x times log of 5. And this is equal to log of 2 times 3 times 5. Very good. Now our next step will be for us to apply this property of logarithm that says that when I have the log of, for example, m times n, just as we have here, this can be written as the log of m plus the log of n. Now we're going to be writing this expression in this form. So we have on the left hand side, we have 3x times log of 5 to be equal to, that means this becomes the log of 2 plus the log of 3 plus the log of 5. Very good. Now let's divide through by log 5. So I'll divide the left hand side by log 5. I'll divide this by log 5. I'll divide this by log 5. And I'll also divide this by log 5. Now watch what will happen. Log 5 cancels out from the left hand side, leaving behind 3x to be equal to. Now what I have here is log 2 all over log 5 plus what I have here is log 3 all over log 5 plus what I have here, log 5 divided by log 5 is 1. Good. Now we can apply the property of logarithm here that says that when I have the log of m all over the log of n, for example, we can apply the property of change of base by writing this as the log of m, or we can say log base n, because this becomes the base of m. Very good. So expressing this in this form, we're going to have something that looks like this. 3x equal to, this expression now becomes the log base 5 of 2 plus the log base 5 of 3 and then plus 1. Very good. Now, in order to get the value of x, we have to multiply through by 1 all over 3. So 1 all over 3 times this expression, 3x. This is equal to 1 all over 3 times this expression, which is log base 5 of 2, plus 1 all over 3 times this expression, which is log base 5 of 3, plus, and lastly, 1 all over 3 times this one. So this gives us 3 cancels out 3. 1 times x, that will be x, equal to, now 1 over 3 times this expression gives 1 over 3 times log base 5 of 2 plus, this becomes 1 over 3 times log base 5 of 3 plus 1 over 3 times 1 is 1 all over 3. Very good. Now we can decide to leave our answer like this, or we can decide to say, okay, this can be written as x equal to, we can write, what I have here as the numerator. That means writing log base 5 of 2 plus log base 5 of 3 and then plus 1. And then since I have 3 as a denominator, or I have 1 over 3, 1 over 3, 1 over 3, we have a common denominator of 3. So we can also leave our answer like this. Now let's check if what we have is correct. So let's check. This is our value we got for x. Now let's simplify the left hand side and see whether when we substitute x we get 30. So this is 5 to the power of x times, this is 25 to the power of x, which is the same thing as 5 to the power of 2x. Good. So we're checking to see if we're going to be having 30. Now we know that from indices, we can just write one of the bases and then add the powers. X plus 2x is 3x. This is equal to 30, where we are checking. Now we're going to be substituting our value of x here to see if we're going to be having 30. So we have 5 to the power of 3 times x. What is x? X is log base 5 of 2 plus log base 5 of 3 and then plus 1 all over 3. You see that? This is an exponent. Now notice that what I have here can cancel what I have here. Now leaving behind 5 to the power of log base 5 of 2 plus log base 5 of 3 plus 1. Good. Now watch something. We're proving to see if we're going to be having 30 as a result. Now applying the property of indices, we're going to be having something like this. 5 to the power of log base 5 of 2 times 5 to the power of this expression, which is log base 5 of 3 times 5 to the power of 1. Good. Now lastly, the property of indices that says that when we have an expression that looks like this, which is when we have a log as an exponent like this, we look at the base here. If the base here and the base here are the same, we take the number. The number of the log is 2, so we'll take 2 times the same thing here. The base here and the base here are the same. We'll take the number, which is 3, times 5 to the power of 1 is 5. So 2 times 3 times 5 is actually 30. So our value for x equal to log base 5 of 2 plus log base 5 of 3 plus 1 all over 3 is actually correct. Well, feel free to share your ideas in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video and have learned something from this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss my upcoming videos. Like I always say, until next time, take care.